Yes, 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 yes. Now, Chelsea fans, finally, at the end of it all, it is about a win, right? You guys have won. We have won, and so we are happy. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Wherever you are, this is my post-match reaction. You are highly welcome to Salon's blog, where it is happening. Latest Chelsea news update, right now, right here. The game is over. Chelsea, Esperance of Tunis. First half performance, second half performance. We are going to be analyzing all. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are true. Maresca, what will I have to say about Maresca right now? Will I say he played Donald Trump card? Will I say Maresca played Donald Trump card? He purposely made us to lose our game against Flamengo, win against Esperance of Tunis, and by losing against Flamengo, it made Flamengo to top the league. Right now, Flamengo are facing Bayern. And Chelsea have, I wouldn't say a cheaper opponent, Benfica, but I mean, it's still a better opponent for Chelsea to face at this time, at this moment, than facing Bayern. We've given Flamengo to Bayern. Yeah, if we had won that game or drew with Flamengo, we would have been the one facing Bayern Munich next. But right now as it stands, Chelsea are facing Benfica in our next game. We won 3-0 tonight. Here, this part of the world is in the morning. Yes, 3-0. Was the performance the best performance of all? No. How did the team started? The lineup, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this lineup, I was so angry. We started a game with Jurgensen, Tosin, Badeshile, Achampo, Gusto and Lavia as double pivot midfield. Madueke, Kenyan Dewsbury Hall, Enzo and Nkuku, DELAP heading the attack. I'm like this. And many Chelsea fans, not just myself. And truly, what we feared most is what we saw in the first half. I mean, early stages of the first half until the last 4 minutes at that time. At that time in that first half before the goals came, in the span of, is it 2 minutes? In other time. Ladies and gentlemen, this, I don't know why Maresca tried to do this to us. I don't know. I don't know. To be very honest with you, I just can't get it. I don't get it. It breaks, you know, people, listen, okay, let me just quickly say it this way. I'm not here to waste your time. I'll be back with more exclusives later on. You see, Chelsea versus Esperance of Tunis, this is what I have observed. Okay? The entirety of the game, let me just finalize the entirety of the game. Josh Achampong, strong performance from the young lad. Strong performance from Josh Achampong. Excellent carrying ability. Excellent ball carrying ability from Josh. Yes. Excellent ball carrying ability on display. You know, he needs more minutes from that left back. He needs more minutes. And let me put it this way. I'm trying to find a word. You see, some minutes at left back to the end, or to end the game, inverting into midfield even alongside Esugo. When I watch him inverting into midfield alongside Esugo, I'm like, wow, this guy has a great future. Malo Gusto's season is almost to the end. Yeah. Now, 3-3-4, 3-3, 3-2-5. 3-3-4 to 3-2-5. That was a formation. We changed from 3-3-4 to 3-2-5. Number 8, mainly Enzo. Often dropping in to help to progress play in our attacking. And open up passing lanes into the striker. But it's confusing. It's very confusing because dropping from high to low to connect play before pushing into the 3-2-5 shape is not easy. It's not. It's very confusing for those of you who are just watching football for the goals. But if you take your time carefully, this is what you will see. Now, in the last minute, we saw Santos came on for minutes, playing in the double pivot with Esugo, with Gusto pushed up on the left. A few shaky first minute touches for Santos. Yeah, when he came on. First touches, but ladies and gentlemen, nothing to worry about. Remember, he got an assist for Tariq George at the end. Santos, he drove that ball forward, got an assist for Tariq George at the end. Talking about the tempo of the game, not an enthralling game, not an enthralling end of the game for the neutrals, for you and I. But slowed it down and managed the tempo to deal with the weather nicely. The weather condition is part of it. The game was slowed down, to deal with the weather nicely. Sustain pressure and move as a unit. They did a job. They got a job done. Good to see Sa get his debut as well. Mamadou Sarr, good to see him also got his debut. Tariq George scoring a goal. Brilliant one. Esugo and Megwe all with minutes from the bench. Tariq George and Esugo all gotten minutes from the bench. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are into the round of 16. We are facing Benfica next. What else do you want to know? My reaction, my observation is what I've just given to you right now. Personally, the most important thing is we getting the 3 points. 3 goals, 3 points. We are into the next round. Benfica, next, round of 16. Now, I want to believe something. I want to say this. Enzo Maresca, as we are watching this game, there are 2 things I want you to note. He's preparing the team for next season Champions League. 2, he is trying to expose the weaknesses in a team for the ownership to see. For the owners to see. Yeah. These 2 things are exactly what Enzo Maresca is doing right now. You look at the starting 11, it tells you that if Chelsea is to be playing game on Saturday night and play on Tuesday night football, we need a balance between the squad with the system that you want to be playing. And that is what Enzo Maresca is trying to do. My only hope is that going to the round of 16, we will begin to identify with our first 11. Strong 11 that can start games. Yes. Then when we have a strong bench, we know that we have at least 3-4 players on a bench that are equally good. That can come in and get things changed up. When the going get tough, a player from bench that can come in and sort us out. That is what we need to hope for. Not making a wholesale changes every time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to see that going forward, especially in a round of 16. A lot to talk about, but I have to leave it. This is my post-match reaction. And so I'll be back. But hey, breaking news. Official. Lyon have been demoted to League 2. Lyon has been demoted to League 2 finally because of the poor state of their finances. Yes. Lyon demoted to League 2 due to poor state of their finances. You ask why? Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, Olympic Lyon got relegated because they owe a lot of money. About 505 million euros. Imagine if you spent way more than you had and couldn't pay it back. That's what happened. The people who check clubs or clubs finances in France, called DNCG, said Lyon's debt was too big, so they are being sent to League 1, a lower league. It's not because they played badly, but because they didn't manage their finances or their money well. They also can't buy new players and must lower their cost. Lyon trying to fix this by selling players and raising money, but it's a tough spot to be. They might avoid relegation if they sort out their finances soon. I heard they are going to be appealing, and whilst they are appealing, they must sell at least 5 players. Yes, and these players are likely to be up for grab. Malik Fofana, Chelsea's interest is in Malik Fofana, equally Liverpool and some other clubs. Corentin Tolisso, Thiago Almada, Georges Mikau Taje, forgive me, Musa Nyakahete, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Lucas Perry, and DJ Kaleta. These players, I think it's about 7 players that are up for grab. If they're able to sell in 5 and they appeal the situation, they are likely to be maintained or to be back in the League One. Ladies and gentlemen, this could have effect on Strasbourg's European, because if Lyon is out, I'm not too sure what is going to be happening. A team like Strasbourg is likely to be in a Europa League, but we wait to see what happens next. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys all in the next one where you see me. It ended Chelsea 3, Esperance of Tunis 0. Chelsea and Flamengo are through to the round of 16. Chelsea will be facing Benfica, whilst Flamengo is facing Bayern. I'll see you guys all in the next one where you see me. Shalom and peace.